Shrimp Fra Diavolo is a dish we often get out at restaurants, but you do know you can make this at home. I'm going to show you a few chefy tips on how to get the perfect texture on your shrimp, and we're using fresh spice. So grab your aprons, let's cook. Hey guys, I'm Shereen. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making Shrimp Fra Diavolo. Fra Diavolo actually means brother devil. I don't even know why you would want to know that, but it's good to know. It's an Italian dish. It's a spicy sauce, very traditional to serve with marinara. You could also substitute the shrimp for lobster, my father's favorite. But first, to get started, we need to prep our shrimp. You have 1.5 pounds of extra large shrimp. So you want U15 shrimp, and all that means is 15 shrimp per pound. And you want to buy them with the shell on. So we're going to save those shells and add them into the sauce later on. It's going to add such great flavor. Easiest way to peel and devein your shrimp. So you want to take your paring knife and go right along the back of the shrimp, and then you're going to just loosen the shell around the entire body of the shrimp. Gently pinch the tail and pull the shrimp out. That way your shell stays intact and it makes it so much easier to retrieve it from your sauce. And then just lightly dab your shrimp. Anytime you're cooking any protein, always dry it with heavy-duty paper towels because we don't want it to steam when it hits the skillet. We want it to sear. We're going to season it with salt and pepper. And we need some flour. This is how we're going to build a great crust. So a couple tablespoons of flour right on top. And a little cayenne. So we're almost like we're seasoning our flour a little bit and the shrimp. And then we're going to give it a toss. So we want all the shrimp to be evenly coated with the flour. So now we're just going to let these sit and hang out because we're going to prep our onion and garlic. So you want 1 medium onion. So we're just going to smash 2 of the cloves of garlic. You need 6 total, and then the other 4 we're going to mince. The fresh spice, we're using 1 long hot. So you just need a small one. So you're going to stem it, and then we're going to slice it lengthwise. It really adds a nice special added freshness. So you want to heat a 12-inch skillet over medium heat, and then heat your olive oil. Now those 2 cloves of garlic that we smashed earlier, you just want to toss them right into the skillet. That's going to flavor the oil. Add the shrimp in 1 layer. We just want to sear both sides, and then we'll finish cooking it into the sauce. 1 minute on each side. So we're building that crust. So by adding the flour, we get that nice little crispy crust. We're going to finish cooking them into the sauce. Your 1 onion right into the pan and our long hot. Also going to add some red pepper flakes. So remember, this is a Fra Diavolo. It's spicy. So we're going to saute our onions and peppers until they're nice and tender, about 5 minutes. So you need 1 28-ounce can of San Marzano tomatoes. So they're Italian plum tomatoes. They're sweet, they're delicious. There's still a little bit of tomato flavoring in the can. Run a little cold water and then clean out the can because that's flavor. And then we've transferred them into a bowl. Look, I'm making a total mess. Your hands are your best tools in the kitchen. Get in there and just rip them apart and crush them. So our onions and peppers are sauteed. Now we're going to add the garlic. So garlic only needs 30 seconds to a minute. Once you smell the garlic, then you know you're good to go. Now we're going to deglaze with a good quality white wine. So you want about 3/4 cup. So this is going to clean the bottom of the pan. So all those little bits that we got from sauteing the shrimp, That just sort of cleans it up and it builds great flavor for our sauce. We're just gonna add our San Marzanos right into the skillet. We have some dry oregano, about a teaspoon of dry oregano, and salt and pepper. Now we're adding our shells. And I actually got this tip from America's Test Kitchen. They do this, and now I do this in so many of my other recipes, even my seafood enchiladas. I'll add that link in the description below. It really adds great flavor for your sauces. So we're gonna reduce this to medium-low and let it simmer for about 8 minutes. So now you're gonna leave it uncovered. We'll leave our heat at medium-low, and we're just gonna let it simmer until it develops all that delicious flavor for about 20-25 minutes. While our sauce is simmering, we're gonna prep our herbs. So you want some fresh oregano. I love fresh oregano. When you're removing the leaves from your oregano, you wanna pinch the top of the stem and then pull, and it just removes all the leaves. And parsley. And now we're just gonna remove the shells. So the good thing is, so we pulled them out in one piece, so it makes it easy to fetch them out. So after you remove the shells from your sauce, if you feel like it's a little too rustic, you could always puree it or take a hand immersion blender and puree those tomatoes, or you could just leave it rustic, just like this. I actually pureed it in a blender because I want it to be smooth, and it almost creates like a blush color. Need to finish cooking our shrimp. So our shrimp are about 2/3 of the way cooked. Medium-low heat, we just want to warm the shrimp through. You could serve this over fresh pasta, you could serve this over polenta, or I like crusty Italian bread. Just kind of simple. You guys are gonna love this. Perfectly spicy, not too much, not too little, just enough heat. You get the freshness from the oregano. And I love that we added the shells because it adds that flavor almost like a seafood stock flavor. And of course we have to sop it up with our Italian bread. This is so good. And there you have it, a Shrimp Fra Diavolo that you can make at home. If you like this video or you learned something, give me a thumbs up, comment in the comment box below. Be sure to subscribe. I do roll out a new homemade, made easy recipe video each week. And if you want to check out some more of my other recipes, you can click this video link right here or click this one and I'll meet you over there.